So you want to be a content creator, you want to build an audience, but you don't know how to start, where to start, or if you should even start. Maybe you're not confident, or you feel like you missed your opportunity, you missed your chance, you missed your window, or you feel like being an influencer now is just so overly saturated and that you can't compete. But listen, it is 2026, and this is actually the easiest time to become a content creator. So let's talk about why now is actually the easiest time to become a content creator than it was before. How you don't need a huge audience to make money out of content creation. All the platforms available to us now. How you can start before you even feel ready. How it can actually be easier to succeed, and why you need to stop waiting for the perfect time. Hey, it's Mariela. Welcome back to my channel where I am showing you everything I am doing to grow my audience and make money online. If you don't know who I am, I have been a content creator and an e-commerce brand owner for the last 7 years. I am now a full-time content creator, and I am coming here and sharing my knowledge with you, whether you are an individual trying to grow an audience to become an influencer, or a business owner trying to grow an audience to sell your products and services too. So be sure you are giving this video a thumbs up to support me, and that you are smashing that subscribe button so you can keep seeing more content from me. Okay, so let's talk about why becoming a content creator is actually easier now than it ever was before. Number one is pretty obvious, and is that technology now is so much more accessible. Like, think about it. The older creators, like when YouTube was new, when Instagram was new, had to rely on crazy camera and microphone setups. Whereas now we are able to create high quality video literally from our phones, and everything is a lot more affordable. Like, now we have access to cheap microphones. Like, when I tried to start content creating for YouTube in 2018, I literally did not have a microphone because I couldn't afford one. Now I have like 5. 2, there are so many tools that make editing so much easier. I personally started by learning how to edit my own videos, and I will say I am now an expert at editing, but now there's also all these platforms that make it so much easier, like CapCut, which I use to edit my short form content, and it makes it so much faster. But even if you don't want to learn how to edit, you literally don't have to, because now we have all these platforms such as Upwork where we can just easily hire editors. Hiring an editor in the United States can cost you anywhere from like $50 to $100 plus an hour, but thanks to Upwork, it connects us to countries with different economies, so we are able to support those economies and hire editors at much lower cost to us. And this is what I personally do right now. I run 2 YouTube channels, and I would not be able to do that if it wasn't for my editors. And in the past, I have also hired copywriters, social media assistants. Pretty much most of the roles on my e-commerce brand, I was fulfilling with people from Upwork, which overall just saved me so much time, so much money, and allowed me to be so much more productive. And I think this is also the best way to do it if you are trying to juggle having a full-time job and breaking into content creation, because you are going to be very stretched thin on time, so you might need some support. I'll put the links in the bio for Upwork and CapCut and any other resources that I feel like might make your life easier to be able to become a content creator. Third reason why it's so much easier now to be a content creator is that we have AI, artificial intelligence, and all of these keyword search tools. Like, I would imagine that the old school content creators were just like posting content willy-nilly and hoping something stuck. Whereas now we have all of these tools to be able to do research and pretty much be able to have a proven concept before we even create the content. Like, we literally now have tools such as TubeBuddy where we can literally search up the idea that we want to create, and it will tell us if people are even looking for that type of content, if other creators have created that type of content, and if they did, how it performed for them. I use TubeBuddy to check every idea and every concept that I have before I even start creating it, and I cannot imagine a time where that just wasn't an option. So how lucky are we in 2026 to have access to all of these tools? And for the first time in forever, you don't have to have a huge audience to be able to make money out of content creation. For the first time in forever. Even as a starter micro influencer with less than 10,000 followers, you still have the opportunity to make money off of brand partnerships, affiliate marketing, digital products, selling your own courses, selling your own coaching services, creating UGC content, and selling memberships across every single platform these days. Whereas before, creators had to depend on the revenue they received from YouTube monetization, which only made a difference if you had a huge following, and brand deals, which you will only get if you had a huge following. But now brands understand that there is a lot more importance on the content itself that you're creating than in the number of your following. And even with a smaller following, all of these platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, allow you to monetize your content by offering memberships to your followers. And of course, you should always treat content creation as a business. So even if you have just a small following, that is an audience that you can immediately start selling your products and services to. It is also easier to become a content creator in 2026 because now we have so many more platforms available than ever before. Now we have YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest, platforms for podcasts, platforms for newsletters, platforms for vlogs, etc. And I am not saying that you need to be on all of these platforms, but what I am saying that based on your goals and based on the audience that you want to build, now you have so many more options. And even after choosing your main platform, you can easily repurpose your content to all of the other platforms. And it is so much easier to start before you even feel ready. One thing that you absolutely need to do to become a successful content creator is be consistent. And that sometimes can be difficult to do, especially if you're trying to juggle becoming a content creator while working a full-time job, which can easily burn you out. But again, now in 2026, we have all of these resources and all of these tools that can help you automate most of the process to make it as hands-off as possible. Content creation is a full-time job, but it can be a part-time job with the right tools, with the right help, with the right structure. And because we now have all of these tools to be able to help us cut down on the time and the process, that also gives us the opportunity to be able to experiment a lot more. So for example, you may not be sure what your niche is, but now you can create a lot more content and test various niches to find out what you like. And listen, we are also on that era where people are just getting tired of perfection in social media. So you literally don't have to wait to be perfect and know everything about content creation and everything about editing and everything about everything before you start your content creation journey. Okay, I do want to add a little disclaimer to this video. Easy to start doesn't necessarily mean easy to succeed. Is it easier to start? Yes. Is it easy to be successful? No. But is it easier to be successful? I think yes. Again, it is a lot easier for us now in 2026 to create content than it was for the previous generation of creators. But in order to succeed in this business, you still need consistency, strategy, creativity, understanding of business, and understanding of your audience and why you're building an audience. The opportunity to become a content creator is now a lot more accessible, but you still have to build something that people care about. You still have to create a content strategy that will connect you to your audience and be consistent with it. Which, by the way, I have created a PDF where I wrote down literally the entire content strategy that I am now implementing, and that it is helping me rapidly grow my audience and build an amazing supportive community. So if you want to check that out, it is on my description box. Just another tool and resource that would make it easier for you to become a content creator now in 2026. And why you should stop waiting for the perfect time. Trust me, as someone who spent years waiting for the perfect time, I will confirm to you right now that there is no such thing, and there will never be a perfect time as long as you're overthinking it. Social media, content creation, e-commerce, these are all platforms and industry that are always rapidly changing. So there will never be a perfect time to start, but I can assure you that today, right now, in this very moment, is the easiest time to start. So really ask yourself, what are you waiting for? What are your reservations? And you know what? Write these down, read it and reread it. And I promise you that whatever you wrote down, there is a tool, there is a resource, there is somebody on the internet that can help you overcome those obstacles that you think you have. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it at least got you one step closer to starting your content creation journey. And I promise you, content creation can be so scary to start, but once you get a hang of it, it is the most rewarding thing you will ever do. And actually, right now, I myself am in the middle of my journey of becoming a full-time content creator. And I am actually documenting the whole thing. Every single month, I come here and I show you what I'm earning, how fast my audience is growing, and if this can actually be a full-time career for me. So be sure you check out my content creator journey playlist where you can watch the whole process. And remember, now is the easiest time to become a content creator. And if you have the work ethic, the confidence, and the consistency, it can be a time where it is easier to also succeed. Be sure you drop a comment down below letting me know where are you in your content creation journey. Give this video a thumbs up and smash the subscribe button for more tips on content creation from me. And other than that, I will see you on the next one. Bye.